Today I'm going to show you something in Rome research that I use every day of my life, pretty much. I've been doing so for a few years now, and it's really become one of the most powerful use cases I have for Rome, but it is deceptively simple. And so I'm going to show you now how I run a business journal for my day-to-day life. First thing we have to do to get going is to set up some special pages. Now, I like them to look a certain way, so I'm just going to copy these in. And so we'll just call this the setup right here. And we'll start doing this by creating some pages. That's all we have to do. The first one is going to be meet, just MEET. I have a space here and a little icon that I happen to like for meetings. And next, we're going to create one, funny enough, called next. The next one we have to set up is called processed. That's it. This is all you need to get started. We're going to look ahead just a little bit. There is also one more tag that is super, super useful, and we're going to call it people. And I'll have to show you that just by example as we go along. It'll become quite clear. We've set ourselves up for success, and we're going to demonstrate how to use these special pages to create your business journal, which is also an incredible knowledge graph of all your interactions with other people over time. The way I run mine is whenever I sit down and I'm going to have a meeting with someone, I put the time. Then I'll come in and I'll type meet. And you see, you get that special little fun calendar icon. Then I will put the person's name. In this case, let's say we're going to meet with Fred Flintstone today, right? So meeting topic one, meeting topic two, in a special case. Fred has said something to us that makes us go, the next time I see Barney, I need to talk to him about something. So we're going to type a special tag. We're going to type next. And you see I have a little next with an arrow or with the mailbox thing up. And then I'll type Barney. So Barney I think it's Rubble with two B's. So we'll just go with Barney Rubble. So now we have Fred Flintstone and we have Barney Rubble were discussed during this meeting. And we'll say, what did Fred tell me? He said, tell Barney about the new policy. The point is that I've just made a little note to myself in the future. That's the magic that just happened because it's going to happen next, later. What? Next time I see Barney. I have no idea when that's going to be. That's an important point. Then we just continue on with the meeting. Topic 3. And we're done. Meeting's over. So thank you, Fred. That was really fun. And then I go on about my day. And then let's say around 4 o'clock that day, I have another meeting. So we do the same thing. This time I'm meeting with Wilma Flintstone. And we will have meeting topic 1. We'll have meeting topic 2. And then Wilma says to me, oh, the next time you talk to Fred, tell him I said that we should all go out and grab dinner sometime. I'll just type next. I'll type Fred. And this time I'll say to Wilma said we should all go out sometime. Okay, that's it. Now, this is unbelievably, right? This is it. This is how business journaling works. If you do this over time, then over time, you end up with a journal of all of the meetings with all of the people. Something really special also happens here. If we take a look, we can open Wilma up here on the right-hand side. Now, we do not have a template at the moment for people, so we would need to create one. What we're going to do is create a special page called Rome templates. We're just going to use native Rome templates here. And it looks like that. And all you have to do is bring in what you want your template to be called, and then all the things underneath it, just like that. Notice there's something special down here. There's a special tag called people. So when I pasted that into this template, I also created that people page. It now exists in the graph. So we're going to go back now and we'll go to our daily notes. And let's say we've got Wilma over here. Remember, we opened it up. Now, if I hit semicolon, semicolon, I have this lovely template and I'll put it in there. And even if I don't know anything else about Wilma, something kind of magic just happened. She got tagged as people. So now let's do the same thing for Fred. We'll close out of this just to keep the sidebar clean for everybody. We'll put people. And let's say we met Fred through Wilma. right? That's maybe what happened. And then we've got Barney over here. Let's do the same thing again. We have Barney, people, again, people we met. We met Barney through Fred. So how we met? Through Fred Flintstone. And you can see it is a good idea to actually pick your person here. So let's go back and do that. I forgot. There you go. All right, so great. So now we have 3 people in our database. We'll come back another time and talk about other ways that you can use this CRM, because we have just created effectively a form of a customer relationship management database. Now I want to show you what's so magical about this. We're going to go forward in time to, say, a week from now. So let's look at the calendar. It's the 16th. So let's go out here to Monday, the 24th. It's a brand new day, and we're just going to go about our day. And so it's around 10 in the morning, and we're about to have a meeting. So we're going to do the same thing we always do. Meet, and we're about to meet with Fred Flintstone again. So we'll hit enter. And now, because I'm about to meet with Fred, I'm going to go here to his name. I'm going to hold down the shift key and I'm going to click one time. And it's going to bring me to this people page of Fred Flintstone, but there's also this little 4 up here. I'm going to click that. And in doing so, I can see every past reference of meetings that I've had, including the meeting we just started. But if I go down, I can see, oh, I met Fred through Barney. I can see, oh, I had a meeting with Fred back on October 16th, and he told me next time I saw Barney, but I haven't seen Barney yet. And then I see, oh, I had a meeting with Wilma, and next, Fred Flintstone, Wilma said this. So now I've reviewed the history of my time with Fred, so I'm very well ready to meet with Fred. Now, remember we did something special with this special tag called Next. So I'm going to select that and I'm going to shift enter, and it's going to open Next over here. Then we'll click this little 2 for the references, and then we'll click this filter and we will pick Fred because that is who we're meeting with. Take a look. I just got reminded from a meeting a week ago that I had with, I don't have any, okay, no. Okay, take a look. I don't have any pending next actions that I know about with Fred. So nothing to do there. So we're just going to go ahead and meet. It's going to be a short meeting. We'll do our meeting topic. He's not giving me any next, and that's just fine. So now we will close this all out. And let's say I go about my day, and it comes to around 2 in the afternoon, and I'm about to meet with Barney Rubble. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to do that. So with that, now we're going to jump forward in time again. We're going to jump forward to, say, a month. It's been a whole month, and it is a Tuesday. And I find out this morning, for whatever reason, that I'll be meeting with Mr. Barney Rubble. So I go in here, I put Barney, and I hit this, and then I will open up this page next. I do this before every meeting. I will open up the next page. Again, I'll open it in the right sidebar by pushing Shift Enter, and you'll see here the 2, and I'll click this. That means I have 2 pending actions for someone. Don't know who, doesn't really matter. And then I know, because I'm about to meet with Barney, I just want to know what I've got pending for Barney. So I'll get rid of Fred, I'll add Barney, I'll click close. Great. Now I'm ready for my meeting with Barney. We talk about this really important topic, and we come near the close of the meeting, and I say, Barney, hang on, I've got one more thing. I promised Fred that I would tell you about that new policy. So I tell him about the policy, tell Barney about the policy, and now something very fun. I go over here and I will just, it's a manual process. There are ways to automate this, but it's more work than it's worth. So I'll just highlight that. I'll type process. Notice now we have a little mailbox with the down flag, which is fun. And I'll hit enter. And now when I do this, it's going to disappear. Boom. I have no pending items to speak to Barney about. We are done with this meeting. Thank you very much. I said I'd show you a quick thing. One of the things you're going to want to do, start making shortcuts. So I would probably just do, you can call it whatever you want. I'm just going to show you one way. So we'll do business journal, and we'll add to shortcuts. And then we will go to the meet page here, and we'll add that to the shortcuts. There you go. We will go to the next page here, and we'll add that to the shortcuts. We can go to processed. We can add this to the shortcuts. Meet, next, process. And then remember, we created another fun page called people. All the people that we've ever run into are here. So I'll click add to shortcuts. So now I have a business journal, meet, next, processed, and people. Every time I follow this process, I'm going to be building my database of people. I'm going to be building my database of meetings. In my primary personal graph, I have almost 2,000 meetings logged. And I have those 2,000 meetings logged with 224 people. That is how this works. And this way, no matter who you meet with, and no matter when you meet with them, whether you know when that will be or not, you will always be able to tell what you talked about last time, what you talk about this time, and if you had any notes to yourself. As I go about my day, oftentimes one thing, will lead to another. I'll be in a meeting with somebody, or I'll just randomly have a thought. I'm thinking, I'm working, I'm doing something like, oh, I really wish I had told Fred about that thing. I'll pop in here. I'll put next. I'll come over here. I'll put Fred here. And then I will say, tell Fred about the awesome idea I just had. And you know what? That's it. I will never forget. The system won't let me, because in the future, I'll show you one more time. In the future, let's say it's around mid-December, I come in here and I say, okay, I'm going to have a meeting with Fred. So I click meet. I put Fred's name. I click next over here in the sidebar. I open it, and then I filter for Fred. And then there it is. It's December 15th. I had an idea on October 16th, and I really wanted to tell Fred, but I just haven't run into him for a long time. This is how I never forget to do these things. All right. So get out there, make your business journal, and have a good time.